All right, cut and action. All right, so we had to redo this part of the series of my videos of me going through my spiritual awakening. And dude, we gotta start all over again with this. Here we go. Um, so the Rainbow Gathering just ended. I went to this one dude's house, got some food and water, sat in one of his wooden porch chairs, and when I'm eating this food and water, I noticed they have a bird feeder. And I'm like, wait a second here. This is what I think to be a hummingbird bird feeder. And no birds were around it at first. And then all of a sudden, one after the next, there's like 3, maybe 4 different hummingbirds that that feed off of the hummingbird bird feeder. And then it was like one after the next. They took off into the air and were like darting from left to right, you know what I'm saying? And so and then I carry on my merry little way after that. And I make it all the way to the next town east of Butte, which is Whitehall, Montana, because I went through a dry spell trying to catch a ride when I was hitchhiking. So I got to Whitehall just after the sun went down. I slept in this truck at a mechanic shop, and I woke up the next morning, and I stole a fucking truck. And so I took the truck and drove it down the highway. And I'm flipping through the radio stations trying to find a good song. And the very first decent song that I picked up on the radio, I caught from the very beginning. And it was that one song that goes, "Life is a highway, I want to ride it all night long. Yeah, 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 yeah." And so then it was like the next relevant song that came on the radio was the song, "Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, we're living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, we're living on a prayer." And then I looked at the fuel gauge, and then I noticed that the truck was almost out of fuel. And so I'm scrambling, trying to find a gas station, which any stops in general are very few and far between, let alone a gas station. And I finally find a gas station, and then this is when I just got paid, which was on the 2nd of August 2013. And so I fueled up that entire fuel tank with fuel, which cost like $176 or like $179, almost $200 it cost to fill up that whole gas tank. You know what I'm saying? And like when I left the fuel stop, because there was a there was a restaurant built into the gas station, and when I got done paying for the food that I ate, because I ate there at the restaurant, and once I got done paying for the food and the fuel, when I was starting to walk out the gas station, one of the other waitresses says under her breath to another waitress, and this will always echo in my mind, and she says to the other waitress, "Yeah, you know we couldn't get away with it." And so that made me more cocky and bold. And so I got into the truck, and I got away with it more, at least a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? And I drove the truck further down the highway, and it was like before that time, I was thinking about just driving that all the way to Colorado, right out of the state of Montana. I was gonna drive with that truck, and this other song comes on the radio that goes, because I think they must have been able to. I don't think I said this out loud. I might have. I don't know, or maybe I said it. I just moved my lips as if to say it, but I later found out that was a bait car, and they had cameras in that and audio in that. So after I must have said that I was gonna go to Colorado, and then the next song came on the radio that goes, "It's a mistake, it's a mistake, it's a mistake," and this is by a band called Men at Work. And so, anyways, after I fill up the truck's fuel tanks all the way up with fuel, and I continue on down the road, I finally get to a town called Columbus, Montana, and I noticed that there's a McDonald's there, and there's a McDonald's, a hotel. I don't stay at the hotel, at least inside of it, but there's a McDonald's, hotel, and then semi-truck truck stop. And I was gonna do my laundry and then inquire about the job at McDonald's, and I went back and forth between these different places. And the last time I went back to the truck, this lady that worked at the semi-truck truck stop followed me all the way, because I tried to hide the truck behind the hotel, and that lady that worked at the truck stop, she followed me all the way to where I hit the truck, and I walked around the truck pretending that I was firing off a gun off in the air like this. As I walked around the truck, I was going pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? And so in the midst of me doing that, I see her. She just came around the corner of the hotel, and I just saw her, and she saw me. We both saw each other, and she had this demeanor of a scared animal, and then she ran away out of view around the corner of the hotel. And then I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to fucking bail out now, you know what I'm saying? Because if we don't, because we just brought on the heat onto us to some degree, and we better at least drive away, wait till the heat cools down, because I don't think she knew that I was interested in a job at McDonald's anyway. So I was planning on parking the truck somewhere else a little bit far away, and then coming back to McDonald's to try to apply at that job later after the heat died down. But what happened is that I fucking zigzagged east north and then east, north and then east. And then finally I got to this field, and it's got like there was like this big like a rectangular ditch, massive rectangular ditch, you know what I'm saying, with these big desert like bushes. But this wasn't the desert though at that. But I was like okay, I'm gonna just fucking park this truck in that field, crash out here for a while, hang out here for a while, and then I'll go back to McDonald's and once the heat dies down. And so now the heels of that rectangular type massive ditch or crater, they were pretty steep. So basically what I did is, instead of going straight down into that crater like ditch or whatever you want to call it, instead of going like straight down, I went sideways, you know what I'm saying. And it was a much breeze going down that hill that way. And then I went around this bush, that bush, and I'm looking all around, you know what I'm saying. I look behind me, and there's someone approaching me in their fucking vehicle. I think it was a truck, you know what I'm saying. And apparently it was the owner of that land. And he has the demeanor of a chicken with his head cut off, and a freaking ant that somebody took a magnifying glass to, took the sun and fucking pinpointed that beam of the sun and fucking burned. He was like a pissed off ant and a wild chicken with his head cut off. He was so fucking pissed. And then I was like, he was like, hey, get off my land. This is my land, dude. And so I was like, okay, well, you got to give me a chance to turn around, and then I'll head out, you know what I'm saying. And so I headed out, you know what I'm saying. And so then I go a little bit further north, and then I fucking catch the next road going east. So then I go fucking east, and then I'm trying to look for a fucking place to fucking hide this vehicle, like in a field or something. And I find this one field. There's like two fields, and by the road is a field that has just been harvested. And then behind that field is one that hasn't been harvested. Okay, so now, because I stole that vehicle, and after that one I stole another one, which I'll get to here in a bit. Okay, and it seemed like every single last thing I learned, either in school or I experienced with driving, I even picked up a trick of the trade of going in a police chase by watching a crime show. Everything I learned about driving, it seemed like I applied to that moment in time, that era in time. Just like in that movie Titanic, when Jack helped equip Rose on how to hawk a loogie, and then she later hawked one in that rich dude named Cal's face. That's the same scenario with this, you know what I'm saying? And so let me stop this video for now. Make sure I don't go over on the time like I did last time. We'll be back here in a bit. Hold on.